Genesis 4, the first murder and great sin that accompanied that. Chapter 4, verse 1, it says, Eve conceived and bore Cain. And she said, I have gotten a man with the help of God. Eve acknowledging God for the help during childbirth. The next few verses we see Cain and Abel bringing an offering to the Lord. God regards the sacrifice and the person, but this one was only for Abel, and God did not regard Cain's offering. What was the difference? In the book of Hebrews, it says, Abel offered by faith. Anything that we give out of compulsion is not going to please God. Cain's upset was the pathway to a great sin, but God warned him strongly that sin is trying to destroy you. You need to rule over it. But Cain ignored it. And he went ahead and killed Abel, the first murder. Chapter 4, verse 9, where God asked, Where is Abel? He replied, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? Absolutely no confession, even when convicted, after ignoring the voice of God and rejecting it. Chapter 4, verse 15, God put a mark on Cain when he asked. The punishment was so big. God's mercy, even for a vile sinner. Cain goes away from the presence of God and he goes to a land, stays there, he builds a city, and it says in chapter 4, verse 17, he knew his wife. Now, one great question normally would be get is, where did Cain get his wife? Adam and Eve, Bible scholars believe, would have had at least 60 children. And across 100 years, where he got his wife, the calculation is at least 40,000 people would have been on the face of the earth. So Cain married his sister. At that time, the DNA were not corrupted, and the law that you should not get married to your sister came much later. And then we see again Adam knowing his wife and God blessing him with one more son. That time also Eve saying God gave it as an appointed blessing. Verse 26, we see Seth was born and his son Enosh came. At that time, people started calling upon the name of the Lord. There is a season where people will go back and seek God. Please do read Genesis 2 and understand a small upset behavior led to a murder. Let's be careful in every thought what we have.